of the things we talked about earlier and previously was when we come to these houses, one of the things they do is they run the siding all the way up to the window. They don't install this window trim. Builders look at it like an added expense, and you may think, well, what's the big deal? Well, if he spends $75 putting window trim on every window and you got 20 windows in your house, you're thinking, oh, what's the big deal? It's a couple of $100. I'd pay that to have window trim on my windows. Well, the builder's looking at it a little differently. You're looking at one house. He's got street after street after street of homes, and he saves $1,000 here, $1,000 there, $1,000 here. That's a lot of money at the end of a subdivision. Millions of dollars in some cases. So that's why they take these shortcuts. One of the things that we do when we come in is we're not about shortcuts. We want to get everything done right. Window trim isn't just a decorative thing, it's a functional thing. It's how we're able to seal where the siding meets the window. It's how we're able to properly waterproof the top of the window so water can't run down the siding, get in behind the window, leak out here through the bottom where it rots all the siding away. Now, obviously with the materials that we're using, that's not really an issue, but it's just not a good idea to have water in your walls. And so what we want to be able to do is not just install siding to make your house look good, there's a function to it. The same way that a roof keeps water out of the top of your house, siding is designed to keep water out of the walls of your house. We start at the bottom, we work our way up, we overlap all of the pieces just like a roof, we stagger all of the joints, we flash all the abutments. It's a system. Just like with a roof, before you put the shingles down, we put a layer of house wrap up. There's an underlayment under here. The underlayment prevents air from coming up between the pieces of siding and getting into the wall, and it also prevents any moisture from wind-driven rain that could get underneath the wall, underneath the siding and into the wall. So we want to prevent two things when we put house wrap up. It's an air barrier and a moisture barrier. And we couldn't just take clear plastic and wrap your house, because then we create a problem where your house suffocates and doesn't breathe properly. So house wrap is designed to work like Gore-Tex. It allows moisture to evaporate out of the house, but it prevents moisture from entering the house. So it's a breathable underlayment that's designed to prevent wind and moisture from getting into your wall. When we put siding up, it's not just, hey, let's put a piece of siding up and leave the old wood corner boards and leave the old window trim. Our system is to come in here and remove and replace and restore everything so that this wall becomes a permanent envelope that battles against the weather to keep your home moisture-free, weatherproof on the inside, and looking good for years to come. Every crew has a specialty. So the siding crew comes in, they remove the siding, they put the flashing in, they put the house wrap on, they put the corner boards on, they put the window trim on, they put the siding on, but you'll notice they don't do any of the caulking. So what'll happen is when this siding job is complete, another crew will come in behind us, the paint crew, and what they'll do is they'll power wash the house and get all this dirt and debris and dust and whatever's on the siding nice and clean. They'll caulk all of the joints, they'll put painter's putty in to cover all of the nail heads, and then they'll apply the paint and make everything look pretty. So each crew is specialized with specific tasks to get the best result we possibly can for our homeowners.